Shalom, Kal Haladim wa Kal Kabad, Yahweh Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and greeting and salutation to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth and in sincerity, and to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This lesson is mainly about meddling in other people's affairs. Pretty much this lesson been sitting on my spirit for like I don't even know, for a while, but I just didn't know how to put it together like that to make it all make sense. Because a situation occurred one time where pretty much some female I know of was getting into conversing about some guy she's with, and the whole time I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, majority of the things that I'm hearing coming out of this woman's mouth are negative things about the guy that she's with. And at the same time, me being a man, pretty much I was uncomfortable with the whole situation, so I just had to, verbally masturbate. Yet, in all actuality, I did not want to hear any of that at all. So, to kind of understand that pretty much as a man of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, you're not supposed to be involved in that. And I'm going to go through a few scriptures just to show you that, as well as there's an article that I would like to go in to show you of results or an example, a better example rather than using a personal example, because the glory is not about me, the glory is about Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua. So with no more hold up, the first scripture we're going to get into is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 15, and it says, "But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's affairs." And this is talking about suffering as a Christian. That's what they say, a Christian, but pretty much you should already know if you awake being a Hebrew Israelite, suffering as an Israelite, being one of the true Christians, not one of these church-going people who are just believers and think that qualifies them as a Christian. And if you could bear with me, you could just bear with me, man. I'm going to show you something real quick, if you don't mind, because I find it interesting. I'm going to say busybody in other men's affairs. It's a strong G244. It says, I'm not that good at Greek, so I'm going to give it a try. Allotriopixcopus, Allotriopixcopus. I don't know. Let's see what it actually say. I tried.
Strong's G244. Allotriopixcopus. Allotriopixcopus.
Allotriopixcopus. That's cool. Didn't know that. Well, it says, going down, say the KJV translates strong G244 in the following manner: a busybody in other men's matters. It says, one who will outline the biblical uses. It says, one who takes the supervision of affairs pertaining to others and in no wise to himself, a meddler in other men's affairs. One who takes the supervision of affairs pertaining to others and in no wise to himself, a meddler in other men's affairs. One who takes the supervision of affairs pertaining to others and in no wise to himself, a meddler in men's affairs. You know that little proverb they say, mind your business? That's you. Mind your business. If it has nothing to do with you, it's none of your business. You shouldn't get into, the conversation that's going along with that. That's a mistake that I learned. My personal thing, I just gotta learn how to be a better asshole. You gotta be able to shut down a situation where a person is talking about certain things. Either get out of there, come up with an excuse to get out of there, or either just be rude and just be like, hey man, I'm not trying to talk about somebody in a negative fashion unless I really know this person. Even though, yeah, you might see some people, they might say their name, but you don't know that person because you have not been behind closed doors with that person. So someone that you know intimately, you shouldn't be, meddling in their affairs, because you know them intimately, you know them personally. So when someone else comes speaking negative about them, that's not something that you want to get into, because there's this thing called betrayal of confidence because of that. And if a person got some sense, they're not going to want to entrust in you anything personal no more, seeing that they see that you are getting into negative communications about them, about their personal affairs, and spreading it abroad all about. Busybody, gossiper, that's what it is. Old school, or should I say Old Testament, tale bearer. It's not something cool that you want to be, man. Next scripture. Well, no, we're going to go into a little bit more of these words in case if that's what you're interested in, because you probably, you just said that 3 times. Okay. What's going on? You see what it says right here. You can follow the mouse. Overseeing others' affairs, i.e. a meddler, especially in Gentile custom. Ugh. Gentile custom. That remind me of, I would say, social media. Especially in Gentile customs, I would say something like social media. Busybody in other men's affairs. And the reason why I say social media, because, hey man, to me, that is nothing more than a big screenshot of the world. In case, if you're not even out there involved in the world, you could just watch it and then feel like you're involved with social media. Because you're just going to be influenced about what somebody posts. And when somebody posts up, you're going to get into the little social media finger typing wars, talking smack. Then next you know, it's going to go to what? Facebook Live, stuff like that, man. That's my personal opinion, my outlook on it. So let's see if there's any more that we can get out of this. I guess pretty man, just get straight to the point, because I don't want to hold up your time. Let's go ahead and move on. The next scripture is Ecclesiastes chapter 11. The Spirit had my mind geared toward verse 10. But to be quite honest, let's start off with verse 9, which is right here. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth not thee, and sit not in judgment with sinners. It's very true. Strive not in matters that concerneth not thee. Just like I was giving an example, you're not supposed to, get involved in negative communications against someone especially being a brother. That's the main thing I'm really focusing on, the brothers, because my personal opinion, my viewpoint, and excuse me for my language, say you be a female, you hearing this. Yeah, I used to be in the military, and the training I received in the military, and the people I was surrounded by in the military, I'm a very graphic person, to the point where I think the shit is normal, and that's the way it is. So what I'm trying to point out is, strive not in a matter that concerneth not thee, and sit not in judgment with sinners. Pretty much, oh man, hold on, dude, bear with me real quick. Sitting not in judgment with sinners, because just like I was saying about earlier about meddling not in others' affairs, especially when it comes to brothers, and the reason why I say my main focus is just brothers, because when it comes to the rest of the world, meaning 2/3 and heathen, I'm gonna be quite honest, I don't give a fuck about you. My day-to-day life, when I deal with y'all are hell. Y'all make a motherfucker not even want to be here. Y'all make a motherfucker want to straight up snap. But I'm not going to put Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai to open shame by doing something before time. And I ain't going to lie, some days it seems like the hardest thing ever to do. It takes everything inside you not to fucking take it there. So that's the reason why I'm saying sit not in judgment with sinners, because I can understand that as well, because, hey man, let's be honest, Black Lives Matter. Okay, these people obviously are on camera being caught in the act of fucking up. And we're supposed to be like, Black Lives Matter because this motherfucker is dead? No, man. I'm telling you like this, man. Say I had children, and I'm just sitting there just watching them like, man, I know this little motherfucker is not about to, look, what the fuck? I know you just did. Okay, like I told you this morning, not to do that. Oh, damn. And, oh, you just gonna do more? Okay, if I sit back and I observe children fucking up, my children, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna discipline them. Simple as that. They're gonna get disciplined. So how much more when someone does a crime, they're not gonna get disciplined, especially going to court, you know, what they did. Especially if, you know, they got a mouthpiece on them. Think about that stuff, man. Especially, I hate to throw it in there, but it's the truth. Sandra Bland. The way she was popping off at the mouth when she got pulled over for a traffic stop, man. The way she was popping off at the mouth like that, man. Wait a minute, hold up. If you don't mind. If you don't mind. If you don't mind, hold up. And here we go, right here. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 25, okay? Okay. It says, matter of fact, yeah. Just getting straight to the point. Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. In the NIV it said penny. So pretty much it's stating you gotta pay the price, man. Agree with your adversary. Don't sit there and start popping off at the mouth trying to be all big and bad like you the toughest just to prove that I'm a strong black man or a strong black woman. It doesn't matter. Cut that out, man. I'm like this. Do you got a gun in your car, but this cop came up to your window with a gun? I'm not saying just be a coward. This ain't 1919, okay? I'm not saying engage into that. You know they can't really do that like that no more. But they can actually. But they're going to get away with it as they have been. Yet the point that I'm trying to stress is that when you in a position like that with police authority, man, even military, man, chill out with all that mouth, man. It does not mean you're a coward just because of that. That's your business between you and the cops. And if you take it there, the court system. But you chill, that's between you and the cop. She wouldn't have been popping off at the mouth like that. My personal opinion, I guarantee she wouldn't be dead today. If she would have just took the ticket and just got mad, and she smoked cigarettes, smoke a cigarette. Whatever she do, take your mind off the stress and then get prepared to pay that ticket. That's it. That's all you had to do. But you want to prove that you strong. Black Lives Matter, and then Black Lives Matter. Now your ass is really just black. You no power. You're dead. You're gone. No light. No life. You're gone. And as many motherfuckers cried about it, the only people who still care about it is just somebody who want to prove a point about this so-called black people getting killed. That's the only people who care about that. Everybody else, I would say, with some sense on their shoulders, they don't give a fuck about her. They don't. She brought that shit on herself. Meddle not in another. Yeah, agree with that adversary quickly. But moving on, let's get back to this. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. I just gave you an example of that. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. is true, you can get yourself caught up in some shit. Good example. If anybody's seen the movie Fresh, because the point that I'm trying to stress with this, what it says, my son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. I mean, you're gonna be guilty. But the point that I'm trying to stress is when it goes here, and if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. I mean, you follow after all that folly that started up by meddling in other people's affairs. Yeah, it's gonna be a bad end for you. But the point I'm trying to stress with the movie Fresh was, there was a part where at the end of the movie, pretty much Fresh got this one guy who was going around starting a whole bunch of stuff. He had this guy talking in his ear, and when he was talking in his ear, he got him pumped up to think that he could really be that guy or whatnot. He still didn't make a move yet, but in his mind, he was like, yeah, that's right. The nigga didn't pay me. He did short me. Fuck that shit. That's how he was. The dude was just hot tempered. He's so hot tempered that he played a basketball game, and the little kid was shooting on him, like busting shots like that. And then the dude got so mad he fouled the child. Then next thing you know, he gets so mad, man, he shoot the kid, kill him dead, just like that. Why? Because he was so mad. But the point is, later on, Fresh took all those situations that he saw with that and lied against the guy. And by the guy's action of how he reacts and stuff like that, it really linked up with the lie that Fresh was telling. And the guy who was the dealer with Fresh winded up in the end holding dude hostage, and the dude that was talking in his ear holding them both hostage because they already knew they was dead. Simple as that. So you don't want to meddle in other people's affairs, because you meddle in other people's affairs, money in your mouth, getting caught up in all the gossip of he said this, he said that. Man, it could be some stuff that you don't want to be into. And a good example of that to really help you understand that, this is RT News. As you can read the title, it says, Long Shot Pentagon to test ICBM interceptor amid North Korea tensions. Now, the point is, I'm going to get straight to the point because I've been talking too much. It says, while North Korea currently lacks the capability to hit the U.S. mainland, a senior military intelligence official warned that such a development is only a matter of time. If left on its current trajectory, the regime will ultimately succeed in fielding a nuclear-armed missile capable of threatening the United States homeland. Lieutenant General Vincent Stewart, director of the Defense Intelligence Agency DIA, told the Senate Armed Services Committee earlier this week. While nearly impossible to predict when the capability will be operational, While nearly impossible to predict when the capability will be operational, the North Korean regime is committed and is on a pathway where this capability is inevitable, Stewart added. The point is, he's trying to talk about the U.S. as of lately have been trying, as you can see, Pentagon test ICBM interceptors amid North Korea's tension, because North Korea, they've been shooting off missiles. They had, some failed tests, but the U.S. wanted to do this because they want to be able to intercept. When they let off one, they can be able to shoot, and then it hits the missile and it blows up just above the Pacific Ocean, so it, won't cause much of a catastrophe. The point is, none of this shit wouldn't have happened, right, if you've been paying attention to the news. None of this would not happen if, when China was doing what they was doing, the U.S. should not have been going around trying to spy on them, see what they was doing when they was doing their drill. Then all of a sudden, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. So in return, I believe it was the U.S. going through China trying to get to North Korea to just see what they was trying to do. The point that I'm trying to stress with this is that if the U.S. wasn't spying out on them, and then North Korea was telling them, chill with that shit. U.S. did the shit again. It was like, man, you better stop or we gonna start testing missiles. They kept fucking with them. I guess they took them as a bluff. By them taking them as a bluff, now North Korea start, popping off their missiles, letting people know, yeah, we got nuclear capability. So if you want to keep on fucking with us when we telling you to stop it, you can eat this. So, with that being said, if the U.S. would have minded their fucking business, this shit wouldn't have been going on. Now they gotta find a way to, they want to say it's inevitable, it's going to happen. Well, you know it's going to happen. You never should have been in their business. That's like a man sitting before another man, a masculine man, not no soft, tootsie roll built, sweet pillow cushion built type man, a real masculine man. That's like a man sitting before a masculine man talking smack and carrying on with it for about 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, about 15 to 50 seconds is enough to say what you gotta say when you conversing with another man. Not a joker, not a softy, not a wimp, but a masculine man, man. You shouldn't be just joking with a man like that. But the point is that it's like you come before that man playing around with him and then not expect for him to cuss you the fuck out if he's trying to be easy, or getting beat the fuck up, or damn if he's a little crazy, kill you. You think you're gonna sit there before a masculine man and play with him and not expect no repercussion? Same thing with this. You think you're gonna sit there and spy on some other people after they give you warnings? And you think, oh man, well they're not gonna try to nuke us. We're the United States of America. No, that doesn't fly. It's not cool. I'm gonna show you something. It's the last scripture that I want to show you. This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 17. It says, he that passeth by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him. It's like one that taketh a dog by the ears. You're messing with some business that has nothing to do with you. It's like taking a dog by the ears. And if, of course, if you know about dogs, if you love dogs as well, grabbing a dog by the ears, motherfucker might turn around and bite you. Just like I said, you come before a masculine man and joke with him, expect a repercussion to come. So the point is, don't be the type of person who gossip and meddle in other people's business. And when other people try to get you to do that, try to find a way to get out of that, or remind them that that's not the type of person that you are. Because the reason why, if you are scared of what men could do, I don't know if this is in. Hold up, bear with me, because I like it how your house shot said, because it's dope. I guess that's the next chapter. Hold up. Bear with me. I'm not the smartest man in the world, and I'm neither am I trying to start. I'm just trying to know enough so I won't wear myself out. If you don't mind, I probably might have to edit it in post-production. But I'm really looking for the scripture, and I'm not giving up until I find it. And I hate looking at that. stop this. Hold up. Yeah. Okay. I was way behind. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So, rather than being worried about what so-called flesh can do, or should I say so-called men can do, rather than being worried about what they can do, like the consequences of meddling in somebody else's business, instead of worrying about what they can do to you, the most important person you need to worry about, remember, Yahweh. That's no joking matter. If anybody ever been in a position like that, you can understand. It's not a joking matter. It's not cool. And if your spirit is not right within you, you're not going to like it whatsoever, and you're not even going to appreciate it. And what I mean by appreciate, it's just like, okay, gold, it appreciates over the year because while you got it at this certain time period, it's pure, it's authentic, okay, so it appreciates over the year, the value of it goes up. Or even better, comic books might have been just like $5 when it first came out, but over the years, decades later, now this motherfucker went from $5 to buy the comic book to now it's worth $25,000. It appreciates over the years. So that's the same thing with the spirit. When Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is trying to, when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is trying to prune you to make you better, that is appreciation. Appreciating that you're going through the stuff so that you become what? A better you. But see, when you don't appreciate, the spirit of wisdom or the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the end will reject you, and that's something you don't want to do. So I just thought I'd throw that out there, because that was also something that was on my mind while I was trying to sleep. I was trying to sleep, key word. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got, and I hope that you was edified, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Pretty much make sure that you go at your mouth when you're out there, and be circumspect. Don't be a failure like I was, just sitting back, listening to the female verbally masturbate. Don't do that. If you could do the best thing, get out that situation. The best thing, get out that situation, because, man, it's not cool. Like I said, hope you was edified, and Kal Halad wa Kal Kabar, Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and greeting and salutation to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth in truth and in sincerity, and to the hopeful elect, Shalom.